Hello guys, just going to do a quick audio test before we start the stream. Start the stream's going to be a little bit delayed, so just have to sit back on this start screen maybe for a little bit. My flight sim is playing up. It's decided to crash when trying to select the plane, so obviously I'm having to wait to load that back in, so great. But yeah, have to wait just a little bit, probably about 2 or 3 minutes at least. This sim is very slow to start up. Honestly, how soon can the new sim come? I've got everything set up though, so as soon as the sim decides to start, should be able to get underway. So sorry about this, but yeah, this is the perfect advertisement as to why we need a new sim. So yeah, guys, we're just sitting on this screen for now. We're still waiting for the next flight. This is what I mean, honestly. Unfortunately, because I have the Airbus add-on, Steam, for whatever reason, takes an age to start this. So I started this sim, I had to restart it, it crashed, and I clicked start 6 minutes ago. And it still isn't even up. Once it's up, I will show you guys. Gonna bring the Microsoft Flight Sim timer up as well. You can see they're just 5 days away. But my word, also it might be a little bit of sound in the background. I've got a fan turned on. It is so hot here today. So warm. It's not very nice. But yeah, as I said, we've got everything set up. I know what runway you're using. I've got all the charts pinned. So as soon as we load into the sim, I should be able to just get rocking and rolling. But yeah, it's, you know, welcome to FSX, guys. It does this sometimes, and unfortunately, when it does crash, unlike other games where you can just start it instantly and it wouldn't have delayed the stream, that isn't the case. You have to wait a multiple amount of minutes. It's normally in the range of around 10 minutes normally, so we're probably waiting another 2 or 3 minutes at least now for it to even start up into the menu. Right now, I'm just looking at my desktop, so yeah. Not really that good, is it? But as I said, we've got everything planned. It's a bit of a shame, really, that this has happened. But I wanted to start the stream on time, so that's kind of what we have to deal with. Remember, this is the final week of FSX, number 1. Honestly, this is not how I wanted to start this week of showcasing how excellent FSX is. I guess in a way, as I said earlier in the audio test, it does kind of demonstrate exactly why we need a new sim. I mean, yeah. I mean, maybe P3D and X-Plane are a bit better than this, but certainly not FSX. It's certainly not really the sim of choice for many people. It's just the one that I happen to have got into. Honestly, if I had, a ton of money invested in something like X-Plane right now, you can actually get X-Plane and P3D looking really beautiful. But you can't do that with FSX. Sadly, you can't really make it look very beautiful at all, because of the fact that it's 32-bit, and as soon as you put in more scenery than it was really meant to handle, you run out of virtual memory and the game will crash and it'll be useless. So you can't really do that, because there's a 4 gig limit on the amount of memory that the game can process, and once that 4 gig of memory is gone, it's gone, and your simulator crashes and you have to restart the game. So But yeah, we're still waiting here. I'm just going to check my Steam, actually, just to make sure that it has actually started. Yeah, it says it's running, so 9 minutes and counting now, guys. I think 8 minutes, actually. 8 minutes and counting. I've had to wait for this. The stream's only been live 6. So, I did start it a little bit before the stream, because that's when I set everything up. Went to select the A320, and the aircraft menu just, for some reason, it does do this sometimes. It happened to me last week off camera. It just sometimes, very rarely, decides to crash. And as I said, unfortunately, unlike most games where you can literally just hit start and it loads back up, it's not a thing with this game. So, yeah, I mean, to live streams, you can't skip to when the game starts, unfortunately. But, I'm doing the best I can. The PC's doing the best it can. It's a game that is outdated, let's say that. Very outdated. 9 minutes and counting, guys. It should be up in the next minute now. From my calculations, it normally takes about 10 minutes when this happens. It happened to me a few weeks ago when I did the Dublin to London stream. GSX wasn't working. Actually, no. Oh, here you go. Yes. 9 minutes, and it is starting, guys. Also, it was off camera as well, Dublin to London, and it happened then as well. But here you go. It is now officially starting. The menu is up. Once it's into the actual game, I'll display it for you guys. It's still loading right now, so we need to wait for the menu to load in now. This is how much of a pain this game actually is. It's because I have the Airsoft Airbus installed. For some reason, I found when I get rid of it, this bug doesn't happen. It's very strange how it happens, but as I said, what can you do? It's still in this menu now, just starting. So 10 minutes and counting. We're approaching. Okay, we're 10 minutes 20 seconds right now. So how long it takes from clicking the desktop icon to actually getting the game to start. It's that bad. It's that bad. Can't believe this. Hello, FSX. It's like it's crashed again. Oh, wait. If it crashes again, I'm cancelling the stream. I'm not waiting another 10 minutes. It'd be a waste of time then, that will. Oh, dear. What a way to start final week of FSX. I was like, yep, let's get a week where we celebrate this game. 5 days of straight streaming, let's have some fun. Yeah, it seems as if Microsoft, this flight sim, as I said many times, it's 14 years old. It was initially built to run on, Windows XP or something. So it's not really... there you go. It's finally loaded into the menu, so I can finally select everything I want. You can see at the top of the overlay is slightly broken with the distance to go. Just ignore that for now. Right, click on the current aircraft box. This is what crashed it last time. It just sat like this and crashed. You can see currently it is waiting. This is normal. What happened was I think I accidentally clicked on it while switching between my monitors. And that decided, I think, to crash it, but... keeping my fingers crossed. Please. Please, please, please. Yes! The menu has started. Right, let's select our plane. Let's go ahead and do that. And, stupidly of me, I didn't actually look at what stand we were meant to be taking. After all of that time, okay. Pier D. Okay, Pier D. We use it fly. Okay, that's absolutely fine. I'm going to be spawning into stand... I think Delta 53. Let's say Delta 53. That's quite a nice little stand. I believe I have some pretty up-to-date scenery for Amsterdam, so that should be no problem. Delta 53. There it is. Alright, finally, let's set the time. It's a bit more accurate, and then fly now. And at last, 10 minutes into this stream, what did I tell you guys? It does actually take this long. We are loading into the sim. FSX takes its sweet time, but in the end it gets there, so I'm not complaining too much. We have some nice ATC on the ground down in Amsterdam. We have delivery and ground at the moment. Nothing else, just delivery and ground for the moment. And then down in Gatwick, it's very busy, obviously. Gatwick Midweek Madness, it's what we sign up for. Runway in use is 08 right for once. Normally it's 26, but for once they're using 08 today. And the wind is obviously in that favour. It's going to probably be runway 06 out of Amsterdam today, so a bit of a long taxi, but nothing too mad. It's a big airfield. I mean, at least we escaped the Polder Barn for now. Hopefully the ATC, the Polder Barn is the one that's really far away if you don't know. QNH down here is 1012, so we'll set that immediately. I'm just really hoping that GSX is loaded in. Yes! Sometimes GSX also decides to not load in. I've had that happen a few times, but there we go. At least it's all playing ball now. You can see how much of a faff this sim is to deal with, though. You really can. Right, let's get our stuff all plugged in now. So it feels like it isn't just the start of the stream like normal when I'm putting all this stuff in, but never mind. So you can see there, call sign today is Skyways UKV 403. Cost index is 25. Cruising today at flight level 240, I believe. Yes, 240. And that can stay like that for now. Load, we've got 129 packs today. And in terms of, let's have a little look at fuel is 6.2, and we're going to have a takeoff weight of 63.2, so we'll add 6 tons of cargo. 63, okay, a little bit less then, 5.4, and then I just like to go up from here, so you can see there, 5.47 it'll be, and that gets us exactly 63.2. Go ahead and load that in, head to the doors page. That's all good. Now we're waiting for GSX to start. Waiting for it to renew all the airport cache and make sure it knows where we are. We'll go ahead and connect on the Vatsim network now with call sign Skyways 403, A320. Go ahead and connect and find my flight plan. And we should all be good. We only have Amsterdam delivery and ground online today. Delivery is on 121975. So we'll go ahead and tune that. And then ground is on 121.8. 121.8. We'll just check we're not parked on top of someone. We're not. Great. Go ahead and start my flight with Fly UK, and we can finally now get started with everything. GSX is actually not complete yet, but you can see here got all the planes in the area around the place. Massive airport, this Schiphol, although my FPS is actually pretty good now. It's actually about 30 FPS, despite 11 planes being in the area, and just being at the massive airport that is Schiphol. So I'm quite lucky for that, really. But right, there's no ATIS online here at Amsterdam, so we'll just go ahead and make sure my audio is working okay with vPilot. Yep, it is. And we'll go ahead and request clearance. Amsterdam clearance, good evening. Skyways 403. Stand Delta 53. Request IFR to Gatwick, please. Type A320.
What's your call sign again for CO3?
Skyways 403.
Skyways 403, good evening. You're cleared to Gatwick via Fallout 2, Victor departure 36 left, initially level 60, squawk 6275.
Skyways 403, cleared Gatwick, squawk 6275, initial climb 6,000 feet. Can you repeat the SID, please, today, Skyways 403?
403, it will be the Fallout 2 Victor departure out of 36 left, and the initial altitude is flight level 60.
Roger, Vola out of runway 36 left, Skyways 403.
And Skyways 403, confirm initially flight level 60.
Roger, initial climb, flight level 60, Skyways 403. Okay,
403, Roger, repack correct report already.
This guy's quite quiet, actually. Like, really quiet. I can barely understand him. It looks like we have been given the polder barn, which is what I wanted to avoid, really, but never mind. Runway 36 left. We're taking the Vola to Victor. This guy is literally the quietest ATC I have ever heard in my life. I cannot understand him, but oh wow. Al 98 is having old Vatsim quality now. To Abned. Also, I need to start boarding, actually, for the 129 peeps that are joining us for the flight down today. Yeah, to Abned. We need to wait for this to load GSX, and then I can actually type again. There we go, Abned. And then it's going to be Z344 to Amriv. And Q63. Where on earth is Q on this keyboard? Q63. And it's going to be to Arek. There it is. And then it's going to be Y4 to Tebra. Excellent. And then it's going to be ILS runway 08 right. It's going to be the Tebra 1 Golf arrival into Gatwick. And it's going to be the Timber transition. Yes. So go ahead and insert that. That's everything all good then. Everything is set up. Flight level 140 at Abton. We may get given flight level 220 at Blixie as well. We may hold at Timber depending on the things, the restrictions and whatever. Minimum holding altitude at Timber is 7,000, so we need to be at 7,000 at Timber. And then the rest of it should work itself all out. So everything is all good. On the departure today, there are no restrictions. Initial climb is flight level 60. It's going to be a flaps 1 takeoff today. Flex 67. Very low transition altitude here today, actually, in Amsterdam. It's only 3,000 feet, which is pretty crazy. I'll get the weather plugged in for Gatwick now. So it's going to be 80 at 10 knots. Perfect for the runway then, 08. 31 degrees. It's a hot day in the UK today. It's not nice. 1011, and transition altitude is 7,500, and Barrow is 396. So there we go. Everything is all in there and ready to go. Init page, just want to make sure they go 6.2 on the fuel. Just want to make sure that's correct. Yep, 6.2 on the fuel. And we are all ready to go once we finish boarding. So we want to go ahead and get the seatbelt signs on. Strobe lights into the auto position. For now, everything else can just sit back. I'm not going to bother I'm not going to bother starting the APU just yet. We'll go ahead and arm the ground spoilers. We can also go flaps 1 since we've got enough for that, so it's all fine. So there we go. We can just I'm gonna let the trim actually into 0.8 up. So that means we're all ready to go for when GSX does finish doing its thing, which is loading all passengers. You can see they've only just started doing the baggage. There's only 3 crates today. We're not that full, so not too bad. Why is the jetway inside the plane? I can't wait for the new flight sim. Oh my word! Honestly, this flight sim is so overdue. It's 10 years overdue. Honestly, it's, you know, this game came out 14 years ago. They were doing these every 2 years, and then suddenly they just stopped. You know, you had Flight Sim 98, Flight Sim 2000, Flight Sim 2002, Flight Sim 2004, which was FS9, and then FS 2006,
very good.
Which is this.
Evening.
Suddenly just stopped.
005 with you.
I don't know why.
Clearance to Gdańsk Airport asphalt.
But there we go. No mind. It's a little bit of a shame, but we'll go ahead and get everything loaded up now. This guy's got some terrible mic.
It's written in the remarks section.
This guy's not got a very good understanding of the radio, I don't think.
5, good evening. You cleared to Gdansk via the Spy 3 Victor departure route 36 left. Finish level 60, squawk 3133.
Thank you.
Clear to Gdańsk, spike aboard 3, Victor departure runway 36, left climb flight level 60, and squawk 3133, Caribbean 005.
That guy can understand him. I can't. And we'll be on Unicom after
reports for the day.
later. But yeah, you can see here the jetway's all connected. We've only got a few more passengers now. Still a little bit more on the baggage, but we'll get the APU fired up and the fuel pumps come on. You can see here they are just doing their final bits with the baggage. The front cargo has actually been finished, so we're just waiting for the back lot of cargo to go on now. They haven't quite finished with the passengers just yet. In fact, they have literally just finished, so we'll go ahead and shut the doors and disconnect the jetway. And we're just waiting on the very last crate to be loaded on board, and then we can request pushback clearance. There goes the jetway. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, jetway. Estimated flight time today is 48 minutes. That's the plan, anyway. We'll go ahead and have a little look into our route today. So it's out of Amsterdam, left turn, and then a little loop round to Volle, and then to Idrid, and then from there on to our route, starting our start at Hebra, 140 Abtum, and then it's a little sort of quite straight routing into Gatwick, and then May, and then the little transition, and then on to the ILS at Gatwick. So that's pretty straightforward route today, really. So yeah, we can go ahead and, well, they should have almost finished now with the cargo. Yes, they have. We can go ahead and shut the back door now, because as soon as GSX finishes with its cargo, it doesn't actually mind if you just shut the door on it for some reason, but it saves me time. We'll go ahead and set our parking brakes and get rid of all the wheel chocks and the traffic cones and the external power, because obviously our APU is up and running now. And everything is all good, so we can go ahead and request push and start as soon as they finish, which should be now, actually. I don't know why they haven't already big classes finished. Have I broken it by shutting the door? Nope, good. I thought I might have broken it then by shutting the door, but no, never mind. And we are ready for push and start. He might hand us off to ground.
Hello, Captain. We're ready for pushback.
Skyways 403, ready for push and start.
Skyways 403, set squawk 6275.
Squawk 6275, Skyways 403.
Skyways 403, thank you. Delta current connection 1012, hold position, contact ground 121, that's my safe flight, bye bye.
Contact ground 121.8, bye bye, Skyways 403. Alright. Ground, hello, Skyways 403, requesting push and start.
Skyways 403, hello, very good evening. Push and start is approved, facing east.
Push and start approved, face east, Skyways 403. Okay, east, that is... oh dear. That is right. Northeast, yep, that is right. That's going to be pushed back to the right.
Bypass pin and sir, commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
Engine 2. Oh my god, our TCAS on as well. Not that the Vatsim controllers register it. I think the transponder on this plane is actually bugged in terms of transmitting things to the ATC, which is why I had to turn on that thing on VPilot.
Skip for ground,
yeah.
Caribbean 005, requesting push and start.
Get number 1 on now. QNH 1012 is current, so we're good.
Hello again. Push and start is approved.
There goes the PTU sound, the little bark. We'll get our beacon light on as well, as we are pushing back. Be a very, very long taxi. It'll probably be a very long taxi clearance, this. I'm going to have my pen and paper ready. There you go, engines are fully started now, so we'll go ahead and go into the normal mode on there. You can see there, look, engine N2 is all good and, well, good. So that means we can get rid of the APU bleed, we can get rid of the APU, and we'll let GSX finish with their pushback, and then we can call for taxi. And transition altitude here is indeed 3,000. And we need to maintain, we need to stay on,
Set parking brakes.
actually, I forgot, we can't stay on towers frequency. It's going to be 121.8 now on Unicom, as there is nothing further for us after this. So, and we can get our taxi light on now as well. See, we've now fully pushed back, so we're just waiting for everything to be all finished, and then it'll be a straight push back then. It's a bit of a long taxi. As I said, it's going to be all the way down taxiway Alpha, cross runway 36 centre, all the way down Whiskey, all the way down Victor 4. We're going to that runway that you see, not that one that's really far away, that one. The one that is actually slightly out of range of our camera right now. It's a large airport, this. It's named the Polder Barn. I don't exactly know what that means. I think it's something to do with roads or motorways or something. It's got the word barn in there. But that's what they call it anyway. It's extremely far away. It's quite a new runway. It was only built like 15 years ago. It's quite new in terms of runways for particularly airports like Schiphol that have been around for quite a while.
Left is clear. Right is clear.
Excellent. Skyways 403 is ready for taxi.
Skyways 403, taxi holding point runway 36 left via Bravo at Whiskey 5, course to 36 center.
Taxi holding point runway 36 left via Bravo, cross runway 36 centre at Whiskey 5, Skyways 403. Alright, away we go. That wasn't a very long taxi clearance actually, we're just going to go all the way around on Bravo, cross at Whiskey 5, and then all the way up at Victor to Victor 4 it'll be. There'll be a flex takeoff today. Flexing 67. Just make sure that's correct. Sometimes it has a second. There you go. It has a second opinion once the engines are started. Flex 62. Engine out. We're going to go back to thrust climb at 1500 feet. V2 is 147 today. So there we go. Everything is all plugged in and ready to go. We're taxiing out, and this is Alpha. We want Bravo. We can't actually cross straight onto Bravo, so we're going to just take a little right here and then take a left onto Bravo, because obviously you can't just cut straight across the grass, obviously. So they'll be all the way along Bravo. Very long taxi this, as I already mentioned it would be. That's Schiphol Airport for you. So on to Bravo now. It's going to be quite a long taxi, as I said. Probably already said it about 3 times now. Getting some pretty good FPS actually, considering how big the airport is. Just got to leave the plane alone while taxiing for a minute, while I open my other curtain. It's getting a bit dark in here. There we go. I'm glad that message wasn't for me, about going the wrong way. So yeah, all the way down Bravo, very long taxi. Really? Okay guys, Navigaph charts just decided to crash on me, so that's funny. Really? What's going on today? Why is everything crashing? Right, we'll let that sign ourselves. I'll let that go back into the sim now. It signed me out of Navigaph is what it did, so funny. And it's not letting me sign in. Funny. Okay, I guess we have no charts then. That's not ideal. So...
Casabian 005 ready for taxi.
What?
Casabian 005, taxi holding point runway 36 left via Alpha in Quebec.
Right, I'm going to have to sign into Navigaph here. I have no idea what's going on. It's being very, very
Alpha,
strange.
Quebec to hold, short runway 36 left, crossing runway 36 center at Whiskey 5, Casabian 005.
Okay, something's going very weird now. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, it has just suddenly decided that it wants to lock me out of Navigraph, so I don't really know what to do. I have got Navigraph charts on my phone. But yeah, the sign-in button is literally broken. Like, I click sign in, and absolutely nothing happens. So I don't know what's happened. Okay, I'm going to try and get it on my phone. It does mean I won't be able to look at the stream in my phone. And I guess I'll have to look at that after the stream. But I have Navigraph charts on my phone. It's very small. But it's better than nothing. And hopefully, when my phone starts to be back in, luckily we have the world's longest taxi to sort this out. I think something's gone wrong with Navigraph, you know. It isn't starting. It isn't actually starting. The thing that prompts you to sign in, it's not working on my phone either. So I think something's gone a little bit wrong with Navigraph servers. Luckily, I know the layout of Gatwick quite well, so it shouldn't be an issue. And obviously, I'm already taxiing here at Schiphol, so it's not too bad. In fact, I've also got ChartFox if I want, in terms of Gatwick charts. So I might have to do that. But that is shocking, actually. I have no idea why. It's just suddenly decided, I mean, as I said, it's not working. The sign-in is not working on their web browser. It's not working on my app. It's not working on my computer app or my phone app. So, yeah, I guess we'll have to ignore that then. No chance for today then, which is a bit of a shame. I have no idea what's going on today, but it's like it's cursed. Honestly, today, flight sim in general, I might leave a message on Unicom asking if anyone else's Navigraph charts have just gone down. Because that's not good. Yeah, our Navigraph charts has literally decided that it wants to just fail on us suddenly and then not let us back in. It's basically signed me out of Navigraph and then for whatever reason won't let me sign back in. I'll try signing out of Simlink. Here you go, sign in. I'm trying to do it via Simlink now instead, to see if that fixes anything. It just says, please wait for user authentication. Yeah, something's gone wrong with their servers. Something's gone wrong with their sign-in system. So, hopefully that's on their end, and not mine. Oh my word. Okay, we'll just ignore that then. We were told to cross runway 36 centre at Whiskey 5, so we'll just continue along Bravo, which then turns into Delta. That's what I'm going to follow. Luckily, I saw on the chart before we departed, like before it crashed, where on earth we have to go. Yeah, it appears Navigraph's servers have just completely gone down. So yeah, I'm basically locked out of Navigraph now, so hopefully that sorts itself out by tomorrow, when we need the charts again. You can see there's Whiskey 5 up there, so we'll be taxiing on to Whiskey 5, and then it'll be straight down then after that. Yeah, that's interesting. Really, that's very interesting. Why is this taxi so long? Honestly, it's such a long taxi here at Schiphol. This is why I didn't want to get given the Polderbahn, but they had other ideas. ATC had other ideas, so what can I do? Sadly. But yeah, I don't know what's going on today. Today is a strange day for flight sim. Nothing's working. Right, left turn here. This is what I mean. Why, like, even if we were taxiing to 36 Centre, it would have been a long taxi, but oh no. Got a taxi all the way down there now. Line lights on, and we'll just keep them on now.
8 Center.
Honestly, I don't know what's going on with Navigraph. I'll try quitting Navigraph Simlink, and then seeing if it decides to start. Maybe, I don't know, maybe they've like had a little bug or something. But yeah, something's gone very strange. Yeah, it's gone weird. I have no idea what's happened. I'm guessing it's on Navigraph's end. It sort of has to be on Navigraph's end, really, because Well, as I said, it's not affecting just my PC. It's affecting more than that. So, and obviously it isn't my Wi-Fi because my Wi-Fi is still running the stream. So, oh, who knows? I'll have to check it later. Decided to mess something up, that's for certain. So I'll leave a message on Unicom asking anyone else if they've experienced the same bug in the last 10 minutes, because it could literally be their servers, because their website as well, their website's being strange. I tried to log in on their website, which is completely different to the plugin, and that wasn't working either. So I'm wondering if maybe just suddenly they've suddenly decided. I'll have a look on their support forum now to see if they've got any planned maintenance or something. In fact, it has had some charts. Oh, I need to log in. Okay, something's clearly gone wrong.
Skyway 403, contact Unicom now, 122.8. No further ATC available. Have a nice flight. Bye bye.
Unicom 122.8. Bye bye. Skyway 403. I'll just ask that question now. Right, I think we're not going to do the full length runway because there's probably no need. We'll make a left turn here and then just go straight down. But yeah, hopefully that's happened to other people. Hopefully. Because if it hasn't, that's a massive problem. Now, the first people we're going to be contacting, negative, maybe an outage. Who knows? 129.425. We're probably going to get given to London South, I'd imagine. That's what I'd imagine from Heathrow. So 129, no, from Amsterdam. So 129.425. However, it could be someone else. Apparently, it hasn't happened to them, so who knows? Guess it's just decided to go wrong for them. Oh well. I know that's just me, isn't it? I don't know. Today seems to be, you know, all about the break of just everything flight sim. I don't know why, but that just seems to be today. You know, that just seems to be typical, doesn't it? Really.
And that was off in 5696 is descending to 3000 feet and heading to 40 for the ILS runway 2, the correction 06.
Right. Skip all traffic, Skyways 403, line up and wait, runway 36 left. So there you go, we're going to line up on the runway now, just check the distance, make sure no one else is landing, check our TCAS as well, we're all good. So we're good to depart. Everything's all set up for takeoff, all the lights and everything, so we can get straight out of here. Literally 40 minutes into the stream, we spent the last 15 minutes just taxiing. And honestly, this is when it was quiet as well. I imagine it was full. I don't know, they were just mean. Why don't they give you runway why don't they give me runway 06?
36 left.
There you go, runway 36 left. We'll go ahead and taxi on now to 36 left and depart.
On runway 36 left.
Right, there we go. 40% power is set and flex set. SRS, no runway, but oh well. I'm going to get chart Fox up as well. Airspeed's live, that allows us to get charts then, working down in Gatwick. So at least we will still have charts. 100 knots. Start the clock as well. And V1. Rotate.
Measurable traffic to Transavia 5696 is reducing to 220 knots.
There we go, up in the air we go. Straight ahead climb here, that we're just going to go straight up to 240 on here. Because there's no restrictions, so we should be all good. Yeah, I'll get Chart Fox up now. That'll allow me to get charts later on. Right, autopilot is in then. Actually, you know what? I'm going to control it manually. It seems like it. There we go. And then thrust climb. It seems before we do thrust climb, the autopilot can't really manage the throttle properly. Right, disarm the ground spoilers, and all the lights can come off. I've noticed the plane like sometimes goes way too slowly if you don't. But if you put in the autopilot straight away on a flex takeoff, it only really works on a toga takeoff. Taking the autopilot in. There we go. We're going to go flaps clean now. And we'll go ahead and get the autopilot in now, while the thing, now knows what altitude it actually wants to get to. Transition up to remember 3000 here in Schiphol. I said, luckily I have Chart Fox. The Chart Fox charts, to be fair, are actually a better layout than the Navigraph ones. It's because they're done by NATS UK rather than Navigraph and Jeppesen. So actually they are kind of better.
Transavia 5696 turning right inbound Charlie Hotel for ILS runway 06 descending 2000 feet.
But I'll go ahead and get all my charts like pinned like I would on Navigraph a minute, and then I can get everything working again. Yeah, unfortunately that's just how it is really, isn't it? But I'm a bit worried about the fact that it did just crash on me like that, but hopefully we'll be okay. I have our star chart loaded, so we should be all good. It is an absolutely lovely plugin, this Chart Fox, but sadly it only works for certain airports. It doesn't work for all. The UK it works fine for because there are accessible charts done by NATS, but it doesn't work for a lot of countries, or provides out-of-date ones. But as I said, luckily, in the case of
traffic Transavia 39 X-ray turning right, heading 305 for base.
Also, I will maybe try Navigraph charts just before we, just as we get contacted by London Control, just to see if it does happen to fix itself. But there you go, up we go now, doing a very nice climb out of the city of Amsterdam. Very nice into the sunset here. Obviously, we'll probably be landing in Gatwick a little bit later than usual. Now, this Gatwick Midweek Madness event is very busy this week, looking at these planes around the bunny area on Vatsim, so it's looking like we may have to hold today, just a little bit, so, oh well. But it is looking like that. And yeah, we'll be into Timber, and we'll probably have to hold, as I said. They go, it's 10,000 feet, off go the landing lights, off go the seatbelt signs as well, since we're basically just heading straight out now.
Traffic to Transavia 5696, we established the localizer, and we have still 10 miles to go. Speed is 180 with Transavia 5696.
Yeah, there's a lot of planes circling Gatwick, saying that a lot of them are departing, so maybe they're not holding. A lot of them are actually they're not holding. So, maybe, yeah, it doesn't look like any of them are holding, so we might be able to escape hold. Obviously, we have actually only had to hold once for one of these Gatwick Midweek Madness
turning
events.
right, heading 030 to intercept the localizer.
You see there, now we're just climbing upwards, no cloud to speak of, because it's such a lovely day across Europe today. Very, very warm, very nice really. Just in general, very nice weather, so that's kind of a bonus. Tomorrow's looking like it's going to be a lot cooler, luckily. This last week, particularly today's the hottest in the UK. It's been very boiling.
Picking up the light and reducing to 160 knots.
Been very boiling all across the country, really. Right, we're climbing through flight level 130 up to 240, which is our cruise
traffic,
today.
President 005, takeoff runway 36 left.
And in terms of when we're going to get contacted by ATC, I don't know. I'm looking on the map now.
Schiphol traffic 39 X-ray established on the localizer 06.
There you go. I found it. It's Summum, which is actually in London Central's airspace. Only just, but we'll probably be handed off to London Central 127.1 at Summum, or probably just before these controllers. So in about quite a while away actually, just before our descent. So hopefully we'll give it a call a little bit earlier than that. It'd be nice. Literally, like,
5696, 3 miles.
almost all of Europe is online, apart from the Netherlands, unfortunately. But never mind. I'm just glad I'm flying. Honestly, all the airports are flying to without charts. I'd probably be most comfortable with Gatwick. So that's kind of nice. Yeah, it's something so broken with Navigaph charts right now. It's just not working. So, hopefully, I don't know. I tried to look into their website and it said there's something wrong with my password or something. So, I don't really know what's going on there. Honestly, might have to change my password after the stream or something. Maybe like something's gone a bit wrong. I don't really know. But something's definitely gone a bit funny with their systems. Just their website in general is quite strange. It's gone a bit old, so I'll check their Twitter now. See if they post anything about maintenance. Nope, nothing on there about unexpected. They've also got a Facebook, so I'll check both just to see if anything's happened. I don't think. No. This is interesting, then, that it has just stopped working for me. Right, up to flight level 240 now. Oh, bit of a lag there from the simulator. Just another 3,000 left to climb. And then we'll be up at cruise then. Pretty decent cruise level for a flight of this length, really, pretty average. Only 207 miles left now to Gatwick, so you can kind of expect the quite low cruise level, really. I mean, 240 is pretty average, as I said, for a very short flight like this, so we should probably get about 10 minutes-ish at cruise. That's normally the average for a flight like this. About 10 minutes is generally the best length of time to get. And yeah, hopefully it just starts working. Navigraph. Okay, so holding speed is 220 knots. So I'm hoping at Timber it has 220 plugged in. No, it doesn't. Well, I don't know. I'll do that. I'll take control of manual speed and do that if they tell us too much use to holding speed. That's what they mean when they say that then. And there you go, up to 240. We're now here. We should have about 100 miles, so only 70 miles, about 9 minutes, 8 minutes. So pretty average, really. We're going to be descending literally just after Summum at the moment. You can see their planes now firing down. Hopefully we'll get some ATC a little bit earlier than Summum, but who knows? That'll be on the decision of London Control, whether that happens or not. Gatwick has got more controllers than it literally ever has online right now. It's got like loads of approach controllers and things, and there's an absolute ton of planes arriving. So I don't think we'll get put in a hold, but it might be very busy on landing. Maybe we'll have to vacate quite quickly. So at the moment I'm going to set all brakes medium in the event that we would have to vacate quickly, obviously. It would be quite important that I was able to follow that. Yeah, I know my way around Gatwick really well, so as I said, of all of the of literally all of the places that I could have had no charts, Gatwick is almost certainly the best place I could have run out of charts. I could have not had any. That's definitely the best place. In fact, already London Control are contacting us on 1271. Next will probably be Gatwick Approach 126825, but it may also be someone else. It may also be London South. I don't know. London Control, hello. Skyways 403 with you, flight level 240, inbound Abned.
Skyways 403, London Control, good evening. Tebra 1 Golf arrival, route direct to Apton.
Tebra 1 Golf arrival, route direct Apton. Skyways 403. Nice, we can give it a little bit of a shortcut, so direct to Apton, which is on the arrival. So go ahead and insert that, and we need to be at flight level 140 level at Apton. So we'll be descending in 50 miles. So there we go, that's cut a little bit of time out of our route, probably about maybe 10 miles, something like that. It's not a massive shortcut, but it's always good to get a little bit of a shortcut in there. Obviously, you know, if we can have a shortcut, I'll take it. That sunrise is beautiful. Honestly, sunset, I mean, what am I on about? Sunset is honestly the most beautiful time of day in FSX. It's one of the few times when this game actually looks nice. And I can guarantee the new sim will look 10 times better. That's the crazy thing about this new sim, you know. In the right light, this sim can look amazing. So, you know, it's going to be absolutely just it's going to be absolutely insane, this new sim. Even on low settings.
Skyways 1342, turn left heading 240.
Oh, another Skyways. That's nice. I like it when there's another Skyways on the frequency. I don't know why. I just do. It's like, oh, someone else is on the same virtual airline as me. I wonder what they're doing. I'll have a look. Skyways 1342. Can't actually see them anywhere. There's quite a few Skyways in the area, really. There's a good few. A good mix. There they are. They're going from Frankfurt to Birmingham. Nice. I should be able to see my total descent on there pretty soon, I think. Yeah, 41 miles away. So, initial descent is going to be flight level 140, level by Abton, I'm pretty sure, which we already have plugged in here. At the moment, QNH down in Gatwick, I believe was 1011. It's now 1012, so I'll just make sure that. Okay, there's
71 Yankee, contact London 134.125.
134.125 is 71 Yankee.
So there's been some new weather down in Gatwick, so I'm just. It's cooled down a little bit now. That's kind of nice. It has cooled down. QNH 1012 now. Apparently, it has got dark at Gatwick according to Active Sky, but Active Sky never knows what it's doing actually when it comes to that. So. It probably says that everywhere is dark at the moment almost. It just does that. Based on my local time more than anything. You know, if I look at Amsterdam right now, we can see it's not really that dark.
Skyways 403, when ready, descend flight level 140 and be level by Apton.
Descend flight level 140, level at Apton, Skyways 403. So, that plane now is handed off to 134125. That's actually who we're going to get handed off to next, actually. It's London, it's LTC South. And LTC are like the smaller London controls.
Continue descent flight level 150.
So it probably will be, so yeah, 134,
Descent flight level 150.
125. And you can see there, we're approaching our total descent in 30 miles.
Skyways 1342, turn right heading 270.
Right, 270.
I now have some much needed cold water. There we go. So yeah, inbound Abton. Flight level 140 that will be. So In 25 miles, we're making the descent then.
Hello London, Sky's 411 with you on a heading of 145, but I'm afraid I'm going to have to receive a higher climb to a higher flight level or a good 90-degree left or right turn to avoid a weather cell, a massive weather cell.
Skies 211, roger. Climb flight level 200 and the right turn is approved to avoid.
Climb flight level 200, and can you just confirm the heading for Skies 411?
Right turn is approved to avoid the weather.
Right turn approved, thank you, Skyrace 411.
There's quite a few skyways on the frequency today then. 411 sounds like another one of the Gatwick, and anything like in the 400s, it basically A320 flights out of
1342, resume our navigation direct Honolulu. Report your indicator airspeed.
Indicated at 269.
Skies 1342, roger. Maintain speed 270 knots or less. O navigation Honolulu.
Own navigation direct Honolulu 1342.
You see there's the sun behind us there is absolutely lovely. Look at that. I mean, as I said, sunset is one of the few times when this it's the lighting really brings out how beautiful it looks. And again, I'm not sure if Active Sky does the lighting. I'm not entirely sure. It might be Active Sky that's doing the nice lighting, in which case it isn't the sim, but I don't know that for certain. We've got about 15 miles now until we descend. So just 15 miles now, and then we'll be making our way down. 10,000 feet to be level at Ampton. In about 40 miles, it needs to be flight level 140 at Amsterdam. I meant when we're descending 10,000 feet, obviously from flight level 240 to 140. I'm still spying out for that Skyways 411. I can't see it on Vatsim, but it's very full. It's actually very difficult. Oh, there they are.
Descent flight level 90.
Manchester to Gatwick. There you go, yeah. So they're doing the route that I sometimes do for Gatwick Midweek Madness. Perfect little route, really. It's quite short, quite nice. You can see there we're just 10 miles out from our descent now. So yeah, pretty quick flight this really. So the estimated was 48 minutes estimated, so it'll probably end up being something along those lines.
Skies 1342, descent flight level 100, speed 250 knots.
100, 250 knots.
So there you go, just 5 miles into our descent now. You can see that says 2. This arrow here is more accurate than what it says in the FMC, because this changes. The thing in the FMC I think maybe doesn't update the same pace as that arrow. Maybe, I don't really know, but they never really match up. And this is the one where the pink dot actually appears rather than the other one. You can see basically as our wings cross the white line, that's the start of descent.
Contact Heathrow Director 119.725.
119.725, goodbye, Shuttle 9 Mike.
So we'll go ahead and arm it now, so we can basically make sure that we start our descent just before it comes in, and that'll ensure a nice steady start to the descent.
London Control, good evening, Channel X71 Mike Alpha, request descent.
Channel X79 Mike Alpha, London Control, good evening, descent flight level 200.
We've now caught up with our pink dot, purple dot.
Descent flight level 200.
I'm just going to check the nav radio, because I've had some problems with it in the last few weeks, where it hasn't been tuning it properly, and it does appear that today is, not an exception to that. It hasn't tuned the frequency
London
correctly.
Control, right now, 36 Alpha with you, flight level 290.
The frequency, great, it's not on the chart. Why is it not on the ILS chart? Or am I just I think it's in a different place, which is why it's freaking me out.
The Ryanair 360 Alpha, London Control, roger.
It's honestly not on here. It's not on. Oh, here you go. Yeah, 110.9. It was just in a different place. Look, that's the thing. The charts on here, on ChartFox, they're not as well laid out as the ones on. I don't know. I'm having some weird bugs at the moment with my my Airbus, my Aerosoft Airbus.
Hello, London Skyways 411. Do we know what the ceiling of that weather is?
I do not have that information available, no, sorry.
Oh, there you go. I actually just tuned it without me doing that, weirdly.
Skyways 411, contact London Control 12607.
12607, Skyways 411, thanks for your help.
Skyways 1342, report your speed to Birmingham 12397, okay.
Speed 2397, 1342.
London Control, FSX Bravo with you, heading 145 degrees, flight level 190.
2 at once.
We're in the middle of a cell and we'll be making a 5 degree turn, 180 shuttle 21 extra.
Air France 2 Charlie Bravo, London Control, good evening. Direct Kidley, Willow 3 Bravo arrival.
Direct Kidley, Willow 3 Bravo arrival, Air France 2 Charlie Bravo.
Right, I should get some further descent clearance pretty soon, as we haven't got that long to Abton, or that long until, 140, so I guess our further approach clearance. Also, I think, the plane actually tuned the ILS in itself. I don't think I did that. It said bad format, because I put in a slash, not a dot. So I think in the end it did it itself, which is kind of funny. After all of that, but yeah. Right, I'm going to get the seatbelt signs on now because we're going to start turning probably, and obviously below flight level 140 I like to have them on pretty much on anyway, below 150, 130, somewhere in that range, between 10,000 and 15,000 feet, generally a good time to turn on and off the seatbelt signs, so yeah. I'll go down to 20 nautical mile range on here now as well.
And shuttle 21 X-ray, I requested with the previous sector a descent to level 100, but the required that I level off at 120. May I continue down to 100?
Negative, that level is occupied by traffic inbound to Birmingham.
Okay, shuttle 21 X-ray.
So you can see there, we're almost at 140. We have not been given further descent yet.
UPS 1171 London Control, good evening. Descend flight level 140, be level by Abton.
Flight level 100, get level by Abton for UPS 1.
Level 140, level by Abton. Tebra 1 Golf arrival.
You can see there, we're passing Abton, and we're now at flight level 140.
Tebra 1 Golf.
Oh dear.
Tebra 1 Golf arrival. If for some reason I don't have Tebra arrivals.
Do you have a Willow 3 Echo?
Yes, we do have.
Do you have a Timber 3 Foxtrot?
3 Foxtrot, yeah, we do have the Timber 3 Foxtrot, right?
They're using an old Airac then, probably, aren't they? Right, I'm now at level at 140, so I need to wait for further clearance. I'm going to request further clearance, actually.
UPS 1171, the Timber 3 Foxtrot is fine.
Yeah, thank you, Timber 3 Foxtrot, and which one should be expected?
Runway 08 right, look at the ATIS, it is online.
Oh boy.
Okay, thank you.
He's got sick of that guy now.
Shuttle 2 on X-ray, are you able to fly directly to Westcott, Whiskey Charlie Oscar?
Give me 1 minute. I can't use the autopilot due to the weather. I'll give you a heads up in 30 seconds. Shuttle 2 on X-ray.
Skyways 403, can we descend further, please?
Skyways 403, contact London 134125.
134125, Skyways 403, bye. And Gatwick approach is going to be on 126825. London Control, hello, Skyways 403 with you, flight level 140, inbound Arnhem.
Skyways 403 London, hello to you, descend flight level 100 and expedite descent until crossing 120.
descend flight level 100, expedite descent until passing flight level 120, Skyways 403.
So up 71 Yankee, report that speed now to Gatwick direct.
Right, so yeah, pretty quick descent until we catch back up with our descent path.
Charlie, contact London Control 129.425, goodbye.
129.45, FedEx 29 Charlie, bye bye.
You can see there, this thing is now levelled up with its plan, just at 120 like the controller said, so that's quite nice, quite well planned I guess in a way. You can see there we've now expedited down a little bit lower, and this thing should now catch back up with itself as it should.
Speedbird 75 Alpha Lima.
You know what? I'm gonna do vertical speed here. It doesn't look like this thing. Doesn't really look like this thing knows what it's doing. Honestly, it seems a little bit. Obviously, this plane likes to do a very even descent, but they're probably going to give us a direct later on. So this plane will be a bit like, oh yeah, we're too high now. So we'll just do a bit of a steady descent so we can be level just before Arnhem. There's not a restriction, but it's just a little bit easier for me. So you can see there now, this thing now wants to slow down to, and I'll go ahead and put in manual descent now because I want to slow down to 250 knots now. We can get our landing lights on as well, and then this thing should then start to descend at a bit of a better rate then, probably about 1,000 feet per minute normally is what this thing likes to do. But you can see here it's clearly going very slowly downwards, maybe a little too slowly. They could pick it up a little bit, that would be nice.
Flight level 160, descending to flight level 150.
Pick it up to at least 1,000 feet per minute.
Control, roger.
So there you go.
Speedbird 75 Alpha Lima, contact Gatwick Director 126.825, goodbye.
So that's who we're going to get handed off to next, 126.825.
75 Alpha Lima, good night.
Goodbye, Skyways 403, thanks for that. Route now direct Timber, descend flight level 90.
Direct Timber, descend flight level 90, Skyways 403. Right, direct Timber, we've been cleared down another 9,000. This thing is now probably going to freak out on the descent profile. Almost certainly it's going to freak out on the descent profile, so oh well, what can you do? I'm going to do the descent manually actually, because I was, you know, in terms of the initial approach, it's 4,000 or above at Timber, but if you're going to hold at Timber, it's 7,000 or above. So I'm just going to stick with a nice steady 1,000 foot per minute descent now. We've still got 26 miles to Timber, so that shouldn't be a problem. So just a very nice little steady descent in. So yeah, just a very, very steady little descent now. We should see Gatwick off. It's only 41 miles away from my overlay. That's direct. My overlay, of course, it's going direct, so it should be, you know, almost within a view path. I can't see exactly where we are. Obviously, Navigraph charts decided to go down on us earlier, so I'm currently using chart faults, which doesn't tell me where I am in the world, and Navigraph still isn't working. And as I said, I know it's a problem on Navigraph's end, because it happened on my phone, it happened on the web browser, and it happened on the desktop app, so it's not just my PC that's doing it. I think something's gone a bit off with Navigraph today, so as I said, today's not the best day for flight simming. You know, loaded in, game crashed, restarted it, and then had the longest taxi in the world to Amsterdam, and then Navigraph charts crashed, so
climbing through 3,000
and won't restart, so it's not the best of days, but we got chart faults, so it's better than nothing.
Level 130 heading 035.
Better than nothing, isn't it?
Flight level 130 heading 035, speedbird 78 Alpha Mike.
Skyways 403, contact Gatwick Director 126.825, goodbye.
Gatwick Director 126.825, Skyways 403, bye. And final approach is going to be on 118.950.
Left 00, speed with 75 Alpha Luna.
Heading 280 degrees.
That makes more sense, 280 degrees, speed with 75 Alpha Luna.
Gatwick approach, hello, Skyways 403 with you, flight level 90, inbound timber.
Skyways 403, go direct to low landing, runway 08 right, there's no delay. Information Oscar, roger, aircraft type.
Aircraft type is A320, Skyways 403.
SAP 71 Yankee, contact Gatwick director 118.950 with your call sign only.
And information Oscar.
Skyways 403, descend flight level 80.
Descend flight level 80, Skyways 403. So, we can click down another 1,000 feet now. I'm just going to have a quick look at the Gatwick ATIS then, that I can't find on here. I for some reason, I don't know, the ATIS might have gone down again on VPilot.
Lima 35 miles, descend to
I can have a look on, I'll have a look on here instead on, here, information Papa, this is saying.
35 miles down to 6,000 feet on QH1012, speed of
Information Papa, yeah.
Skyways 403, turn right heading 255, speed 230 knots.
Right heading 255, speed 230 knots, Skyways 403.
Spirit 75, Alpha Lima, speed 230 knots or greater.
Speed 230 or greater, speed of 75 Alpha Lima.
Okay, there we go then. So just slowing ourselves down just a touch. We'll do a nice steady, so 800 feet per minute descent. It looks like we're being vectored from here to the ILS, which is absolutely fine. I'm not going to bother taking any directs just yet, so we'll sit with that. Even normally I've been landing on 26 left for these Gatwick midweek madnesses. First time I've been landing on 08.
Speed with 75 Alpha Lima, descend to altitude 5,000 feet.
Continue to 5,000 feet, speed of 75 Alpha Lima.
So you can see that we have now slowed a little bit. It's because of Speedbird 75 Alpha Lima A318.
Skyways 403, turn right heading 265.
Right heading 265, Skyways 403. 265 in there, so just going to a slight right turn. I'm guessing he's going to get us basically vectored for the ILS. So what we'll do, we'll take a direct now to the ILS because we're being vectored, and then put in the heading. So this thing can now sort out our altitude profile a bit better, basically, if it knows where we're going. So that helps, obviously. At the moment we've only been cleared down to flight level 80. I would like to be cleared a little bit further down, but at the moment no such luck. You see there's the approach pattern into Gatwick, or is that a plane departing? Which one? Oh, I can only see its light. Actually, because it is getting a little dark, I think we'll go ahead and get our wing lights on, let everyone else in the area know where we are. Yeah, I can only see the light of that plane. I can't actually see the plane, which is a bit strange, but once again, FSX. Can't wait for the new flight sim.
Descend to altitude 4,000 feet.
That's basically what that is, isn't it?
Descend 4,000 feet, speed with 75 Alpha Lima.
Yeah, I'm hoping we get cleared down a little bit lower now.
Speed with 75 Alpha Lima, contact Gatwick director with the course line only 118.950.
118.950, course only, speed with 75 Alpha Lima.
Yeah, it appears the ATIS for Gatwick's just gone down, so oh well. That does happen sometimes. It's a slight bug with Vatsim. And what I will do as well, I'll keep going direct to the ILS to make sure we get like the latest descent plan. Just to make sure it knows basically which way we're heading, basically. It's a bit of a help then. It's a bit handy. Just check the ILS frequencies in there, 110.9, which is perfect, that's great. That's the Speedbird 75 Alpha Lima there, just ahead, so that's why we're currently maintaining flight level 80.
Skyways 403, 35 miles, descend to altitude 6,000 feet, QNH 1012.
Descend 6,000, QNH 1012, Skyways 403. Right, I'm going to do about 1,200 feet per minute, and QNH 1012 now. And down we go. I'm going to do, yeah, nice slow descent, just, you know, about 6,000 feet per minute. Nice and steady. I saw a bit of lightning then. Positive I saw some. That might just be, actually the sky does seem to be a little bit over the top with the, with the thunder and lightning. even if it's just a few clouds, it seems to sometimes randomly put that in there.
Skyways 403, descend to altitude 4,000 feet.
Descend 4,000 feet, Skyways 403. Now, obviously, I'm not. I haven't got the weather radar turned on because it is totally broken in this plane. I've learned from experience by now that one, whenever it flashes weather up there, it's wrong, and number
403, contact Gatwick Director
and
now,
two,
call sign only,
when there is weather,
1950.
it never tells me. Gatwick Director 118950, call sign only. Skyway is 403. Bye.
Bye.
And tower, it's going to be on 124225. So we'll go ahead and tune that in there. Skyway is 403 with you.
Skyris 403, Gatwick Director, good evening. You also have a colossal 39 miles to touchdown. Turn right heading 280 degrees.
Right heading 280 degrees, Skyway is 403. Why is that such a massive amount? Colossal 39 miles. Why is that such a massive amount? Someone tell me. Okay. Who knows at this point? Who knows, but there we go. This thing, we're just doing a nice, very steady 1,000 foot per minute descent right now. Because we're actually a little bit high, I think, really, for where we are. So, just a nice steady descent in will help us. You see, we've only been cleared down another 1,800 feet, so you can see how long it's going to take us to get to that point. Look, it's going to take us like 8.5 miles, and that's how it is really. I'll just make sure this is 20 nautical mile range for now. We'll probably turn it down to 10 nautical mile range when we get a little bit closer. But
Speedbird 75 Alpha Lima, turn right heading 335 degrees, speed 180 knots or greater.
Right, 335 degrees. We'll maintain 180 or greater. Speed with 75 Alpha Lima.
Speed with 75 Alpha Lima, approximately 20 miles when ready to descend to 3,000 feet.
When you're ready down to 3,000 feet, speed with 75 Alpha Lima.
So you can see we're just approaching 4,000 now, just another 1,200 to go. You can see there is the airport. There are the planes doing their final approach. It's very busy. You've got one plane there, and then another one there, and there might be one somewhere over there hidden by the window. Actually there isn't, but I do like that when it gets really busy. I was taking part in Dusseldorf and Nuremberg night on Monday, and it gets really dark over in Germany this time of day because it's like obviously an hour ahead of the UK, so it's an hour darker than it is now in the sim currently right now when I'm streaming. So you can see all the lights of all the planes like flying the pattern into Nuremberg because of how it works out. It's really good.
France 2 Charlie Bravo, you're with the wrong director. You want to contact Gatwick Intermediate Director 126.825.
Contact Intermediate Director 126.825, Air France 2 Charlie Bravo.
So someone contacted the wrong director. That's not really a massive issue, is it? I'm just going to go on to the ground chart now, because as I said, the approach chart is really not much use. It's not that informative, and as I said, it's only really useful when you can actually see where your aircraft is on the chart. Without that, it's,
75 Alpha Lima,
I can kind of see where I am better by using the plane. We'll enable the landing system now, so I can see where I am in comparison to everything else, like the glide slope and also our distance out. Currently we're about 10 miles out from Gatwick and heading away from it. We're going to give in a right turn just after this. We've got to wait, obviously Speedbird 75 Alpha Lima is just a little bit ahead, so obviously I'm currently going a little bit quicker than it as well because it's slowed for final approach now.
75 Alpha Lima, continue right 050 degrees, cleared ILS 08 right.
Continue right 050 degrees, cleared ILS approach 08 right, speed with 75 Alpha Lima.
Skyways 403, speed 180 knots.
180 knots, Skyways 403. So there you go, we have now been cleared to 180 knots. That's to stop us basically getting in the way of that Speedbird that is going a lot slower than us. Obviously because it's on approach it has to do 180 knots. That's kind of the approach speed, and then it's 160
speed
until
Alpha Lima, want to establish speed 160 knots, maintain it until 4 DME.
There it is.
Once established 160 till 4 DME, speed with 75 Alpha Lima.
So you can see there, just about approach flaps 2 now, which is what we'll deploy to get us to 180 knots, and then no further than that for 180 knots. You can see, yeah, we're basically just slowing down because at the moment it's only a little bit over 5 miles away, that Speedbird, which is kind of minimum separation at this point, so needs to we need to slow down just a touch. We don't want to go around, we definitely don't want to go around, so yeah.
Scaries 403, turn right heading 345, descend to RSU 3,000 feet.
Right heading 345, descend 3,000 feet, Skyways 403.
Speed 75 Alpha Lima, contact the tower, call sign only 124.225.
Right, there we go. Now time to descend to 3,000, which is the ILS altitude. So we want to head down just a nice, 1,000 foot per minute now. We're going to go direct to the ILS, and then get rid, or make sure we're in our current heading. So that means, the plane knows how far away we've got to go. Yeah, just a nice 1,000 foot per minute should easily be enough to get us level on the glide slope. And then it'll be a right turn. Then, well, he gave the speedbird 050 degrees, so it'll probably be something similar to that. Next, this is just our base leg. Well, yeah, this is like our base from the airport. Suddenly, it's got a little bit cloudy. The weather report doesn't say cloud. In fact, the weather's actually cleared up. It's now only 28 degrees. It's 3 degrees colder than when we took off from Amsterdam. Still pretty warm. 70 at 6 knots. So the winds have massively calmed down. There's no mention of any cloud, so I have no idea how we've ended up with, what is quite a bit of cloud. It's more mist, actually.
Skyways 403, turn right heading 050 degrees, cleared ILS 08 right.
Right heading 050 degrees, cleared ILS runway 08 right, Skyways 403. Right, on the approach, they go straight away, this plane's already on the localizer, and then it should be on the glide slope shortly after that. Just need to wait a little bit. The glide slope obviously starts at 3,000 feet, so we need to wait just a touch for that to come in, and then we'll go down to 160 knots and get everything ready for our arrival. We'll go ahead and arm the ground spoilers now. We'll go ahead and turn on the lights as well. It's getting a little bit dark inside here, so a little bit of lighting. Why not? We'll probably aim to vacate on Delta. Unfortunately, that's how actually we'll set low water brakes then. That's how the runway is. There's a lot more exit points earlier on the runway if you're doing 26 departures rather than 08 departures.
Scaries 403, once established speed 180 knots or greater until 6 DME, then 160 or greater until 4 DME.
180 knots or greater until 6 DME, then 160 knots until 4 DME. Skyways 403. Alright, so currently, we haven't to go a little bit quicker than usual for some reason. Oh, there you go, there's a plane just behind us, as well as a plane just ahead of us.
Good evening, turn left heading
we're on the glide slope now.
You have as many miles as you need to touchdown.
He's just joking around with that whole miles to touchdown thing. That's all he's doing.
Sorry, intermediate stuck you in a really dumb place.
2,500.
He's not really happy with the intermediate controller, this guy, is he? Sometimes. Oh, there we go. Okay, 6 DME, so 1.5 miles. We'll be able to drop to 160 knots.
403, contact tower, call sign only 124225. Good night.
Tower, call sign only 124225. Skyways 403. Goodbye. Alright, ground will be on 1218 now.
Behind the landing, speedbird and line of away.
And they're 6 miles out, 160 knots. Tower, Skyways 403 with you.
Skyways 403, hello Gatwick, continue approach number 1.
Continue approach number 1, Skyways 403. Okay, we can now drop the gear. We're pretty much ready for the landing now. Just need to wait until 4 miles out and then we can go final approach speed, then I'll take control of the plane once it's all settled. There you go, that's the Ville wanted. Got there in the end.
Good 7 o'clock out,
right.
we'll continue vacating, keep
4 miles.
rolling right onto Alpha November, Charlotte Papa.
4 miles out now.
Right on to
let it slow down. And
08 left and then
autopilot out.
Pilot speed of 75 Alpha now.
8462 November surface wind. Oh, it's gone. Okay, clear takeoff, stand by for winds.
1,000.
Clear for takeoff, 8 right, speedbird, correction easy 462.
There you go. Right, we're now ready for landing. Looks like the flight will be slightly shorter than planned, actually. Which is quite nice. So you can see up there, look at that. Look at that on the ground. Look how busy it is. FPS has massively improved in Gatwick in the last few weeks since I got rid of that Bournemouth scenery, which is great. I was getting 8 FPS when I was flying in.
London, EasyJet Hotel, here checking in.
6 knots, clear to land after departing EasyJet Airbus 320.
Runway 8 right, cleared to land after departing EasyJet 820, Skyways 403.
500.
Speedbird 1008 behind for landing UK virtual Airbus 320 via Golf 1 line up 8.
UK virtual, Fly UK. No one knows the name of Fly UK, right? It looks like the EasyJet's vacated.
A320, Speedbird 1008.
Yeah, line up 8 right behind.
Line up 8 right behind the landing A320.
So you can see there's the EasyJet just
Alpha Lima ground 121.
taken off, so we should be good.
121.875 Alpha Lima, okay.
So you can see just
300.
make sure you can see how busy it is on the ground now. All the planes taxiing their way
Victor
down. Everyone watching my landing. With the scenery bugs going on as well. Classic for UK 2000 Gatwick. For some reason that happens. I don't know why.
Behind this landing Airbus A320 line up 08 right behind. Caution 1 intersection departure ahead.
100.
Line up behind 70, the Airbus A320.
50, 40, 30.
And idle the plane.
20. Retard. 10. 5.
Go for a nice steady landing. Minus 370 feet per minute. That felt a bit smoother than that, honestly. Right. Reverse is out then. I won't know which taxiway I've actually vacated on. We can go ahead and stop the clock there. I won't know thanks to the annoyance of this. We might be able to just make this taxiway here actually. So I believe this is Delta. But yes, this is Delta. There you go, vacate all the flaps, you know.
Skyways 403, keep it rolling to the right, hold taxi Alpha November, hold shut of Papa.
Alpha November, hold short of Papa, Skyways 403. And here we go.
008, service wind
Should be
070
good
degrees
now.
6 knots, take right, clear takeoff.
Right, landing lights
Speedbird
off,
1008, clear
taxi lights on, APU on, and there we go, perfect. Hope everyone enjoyed that landing. Hope everyone enjoyed the stream. Delta on Alpha November then, which is this runway, the end of this runway. Hold short, Papa.
F1 2 Charlie Bravo, hello Gatwick, Sarah Roger, continue.
And the flight was 2 minutes quicker than planned in the end, so not bad.
Skyways 403, ground 1218.
Ground 121.8, Skyways 403, bye-bye. Okay, ground on 1218.
016, we actually have problems starting our second engine, so I will try to reload the aircraft and reconnect at the gate again.
Okay.
Gatwick ground, Skyways 403 with you on taxiway Alpha November.
Drives 403, Gatwick, good afternoon, left onto Papa for stand 52.
Left onto Papa, stand 52, Skyways 403. They're putting us in slightly the wrong stand, but I know what, again, luckily my experience with Gatwick, I actually know, oh great, I selected the wrong gate, I actually know where stand 52 is, so there is no need for a chart for that in terms of the docking chart. We're going to make a left onto Papa, straight down Papa, and it's literally just straight down there, as a simple instruction kind of implied. We'll turn off our TCAS now actually, and we'll go ahead and make a left turn now. This is Papa. So yeah, despite not having proper charts and not having Navigraph, we've still managed. As I said, this is literally the best. Gatwick is the only airport I know without charts. All the others I still sort of require charts to get around, because I've flown into Gatwick. I mean, I've flown in and out of Gatwick now. I think I've flown into it 42 times with Fly UK and out of it 44 times. So I've been here more than 80 times basically. I've been here a lot. It's kind of my favourite airport really. You can see there's stand 52 literally just ahead of us, so that's perfect. Yeah, so flight time was 2 minutes quicker than planned. We'll go ahead and get rid of the clock there. Perfect. Lovely, lovely flight this, really. It's been a very nice flight. I don't know what we went to really park over there, but I don't really mind, because it's the heavy planes that park over here, and then the A320s that park over here, but yeah, I'm not complaining. I'm not bothered. We'll go ahead and turn off the lights now. Just thought I'd turn them on for landing really. It's very nice lights actually. The Aerosoft Airbus does have some pretty nice lights on board.
Good evening, Emirates Liner from Max
yeah.
for heavy gate 47, request push and start.
Well, those brakes were a little heavier than I expected. So stand 52, you can see is that stand there. You can see there's our marshaller. We'll try and do the best parking we can, but we'll see. Emirates on the ground there. Where's that going? Is that going all the way to Dubai? No, it's going to Copenhagen. Good. I could literally never do a flight that long. Ever. I could never ever do a flight that long, but you know, without an event and full ATC, I just couldn't do that event. You know, I couldn't do that flight, but never mind. Like a very like a long flight, you know. There's not for any particular reason other than a special occasion, like the Montreal flight I did, first crossing the Atlantic. But there we go. I'll go ahead and turn off the engines. I think the park's a little bit short actually, but it's what GSX seems to think is where we're meant to park. We've actually gone a little bit too far for GSX's liking, so I don't know. I'm not sure if GSX is correct on that one. Like beacon light off, taxi light off, bit too far. Yeah, according to GSX. Anyway, right. We'll go ahead and request deboarding. There's the PTU barking sound going away again, and external power on, parking brakes off, and APU off, and all the lights off, all the seatbelt signs off, and this can go onto the doors page. We'll get the cargo stuff open immediately, and then we'll wait for the these things to get themselves into place before I do anything else with that. You can see there they are now. The stairs are now at the gate.
Get ready, ground. Good evening, Walket 1-2. Can I
There
have
we go.
clearance for can I have clearance for push and start gate 104?
There we go,
and
we're all
I have
good.
the clearance. Walket 1-2.
Wildcat 1-2,
I'll just check. I will quickly check the Navigraph charts to make sure that it's actually working
I will
now.
squawk 117.
Still no. I'll check tomorrow. Oh, there we go.
Wildcat 1-2.
Yes. Okay, Navigraph charts is back. Typical. Just as I finish my really, just as I finish my flight, Navigraph charts comes back. Of course, that what happens. Yeah, I don't know. Something must have gone wrong with their servers, but there we go. Obviously, just as at least it's
Set
back.
squawk.
Right, fuel
Walk it,
pumps
1-2.
off,
Right, a 2-0 Quebec.
and all this, all the engine
Go ahead.
gens and the packs
Head
off as well.
Cover with tower, please. 124-225.
And there we go. Everything is all good
2-4,
now. Go
3-2,
ahead and
see ya.
disconnect. Go ahead and disconnect Active Sky. And stop recording on Fly UK. Block time was an hour and 6 minutes, so that was 20 minutes worth of
F12
taxing
Charlie
today.
Bravo, good
The
afternoon.
majority of that was
Taxi,
just in
Papa,
Gatwick, really,
Kilo,
wasn't it?
stand
But there we
17.
go. Cool.
Hello, thank you.
Can you repeat, please?
Papa, Kilo, stand 17.
Papa Kilo is down 17, advance 2 Charlie Bravo.
Great job, gentlemen.
And has set the squawk. Walket 1-2.
Rocket,
there we go.
Wildcat 1-2. Push and start approved, face the west.
Perfect. Okay, we're now parked
Facing north.
outside the lovely terminal of London Gatwick
Walket
Airport.
1-2.
No, you're currently facing north. To push back, you need to face west
Go
or
ahead and
east.
disconnect
please.
from the Vatsim network now. Yeah, this is now officially the last midweek matters before the new sim, and yeah, that's it really. So should be pretty good. I hope everyone really enjoyed today's stream. A little bit of a bumpy start there. That's why the stream's a little bit longer than it normally would have been. About 10 minutes longer than it probably normally would have been if we hadn't had a simulator crash. But not too bad. I had absolutely great fun. You know, doing the flight today. So thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you tomorrow for the last flight on Vatsim I'm going to be doing for probably quite a while. Obviously the new sim, the planes that are coming with it don't appear to be Vatsim ready totally yet. And Vatsim support will of course take a little bit of time to be integrated. It's going to be in the new sim. They have announced a partnership, but I am going to have to wait before. Obviously, you know, things like they'll have to make a vPilot client or something within the sim, and it isn't going to be there on release day. I'm probably going to have to wait a little bit longer for that to occur, but it should be great fun when it does. So, I hope everyone really enjoyed today's stream. I will see you tomorrow for our last Vatsim flight. We're going to be flying from Dublin over to Luxembourg for, you know, what is a really exciting week now. This is the last week of FSX. officially now. This is the very last week I'm going to be streaming it. Maybe I'll stream it a little bit in the future if the new sim doesn't appear to have some good planes from the start, or if I just fancy playing. I am going to keep it installed and keep all the planes on there just in case. But yeah, that'll be final week. This has been final week of FSX Part 1. Join me for Part 2, 3, 4 and 5 later this week. Part 2 Thursday, we're going to be flying from Dublin to Luxembourg on Vatsim and then transitioning, step by step. We're going slightly more basic this week. Part 3 is going to be Pro ATC, so no more Vatsim, Pro ATC in the PMDG 737 from Reykjavik to Manchester. Stepping it down one thing further, keeping Pro ATC, we're going down to a default 737. And then finally, Part 5, default plane, default ATC. I can't wait. It's, I figured, last week of FSX, let's actually celebrate, what this sim actually has in it. As bad as the default ATC are, as bad as the default plane is, remember as well, I actually managed to get a fix for the default plane. Watch the tutorial video that was posted yesterday. If you have the issue, it's the fuel flow issue where the 737 burns way too much fuel. I had a little search around and found a solution, so I made a video about it. So if anyone's interested, I know an FSX tutorial probably isn't that high of demand now, given how dead the game is going to become. Probably, I think the game was already pretty dead, but it's going to be even more dead after the new sim comes out, of course. But until then, I hope all you guys really enjoyed. I will see you in the next one tomorrow, and I will leave you with the background music. Bye bye.